One of the questions that we get asked most often in dread making is which steamer is the best steamer to use. There are 3 considerations that you need to look for when selecting a steamer. The first and most important is your wattage. Your wattage determines how much power that steam comes out of your machine with. Your travel steamers function at about 600 to 800, where your more professional steamers are in the 13 to 1500 watt range. So the higher you are, the more power you have to get that steam out. The second is going to be your tank and how it's positioned in your unit. The ones that function the best are going to have a high capacity tank with a hose with an attachment on the outside of that, rather than picking up the entire tank and having the attachment with that to steam out your dreads. Holding a gallon of water and trying to steam out an entire set of dreads is gonna make your arms really tired, so watch that. The third thing is actually how your attachments direct the steam. So coming off the tank, there will be a point or a series of points where your steam comes out. So you want to look for something that has a directional nozzle. So let's take a look at some of the attachments. These are all nozzles from the Jiffy steamer line. This is the line that I'm the most familiar with, and most of your professional wig makers have been using Jiffys for decades. So this is their plastic fabric attachment, and you can see it's pretty worn. We use ours a lot in the shop. We don't use it for hair though. This will put the steam out in multiple holes, and it's best for garments, fabrics, and things like that. And this is the plastic model. They also have one that's called a metal head model, and it's the exact same thing, but it is metal, and so it heats up and gives you a little bit of extra pressing power. These are best used for garments. The one that is used for hair is the one with the directional nozzle, and this is their professional wig steaming attachment. This is about $50 extra in addition to your steamer, but it will do the job of directing that steam in a perfectly precise line. So let's take a look at 2 of the Jiffy models and see how they compare side by side. This is the Jiffy J2 model. It is a slightly older model Jiffy. The new Jiffys are modeled Jiffy J2000 and 4000 for their higher power line. Since it's a little bit older, the wattage is slightly different as well. This is a 1350. The newer J2000s are 1300. But you can see it has about a gallon of water in the reservoir. It directs it down into the metal base, it heats it up, and then it shoots it out through the wig handle attachment. The one thing you'll notice on mine is this is the one that I personally use, and it looks a little bit goofy than the one that you would probably have because I've taken one of the rods out of the attachment arm. So normally you would want to not have so much slack in your tube, but I sit a lot on stools and I don't like to have mine so high up. So since it's constantly moving and in use, it doesn't get a lot of slack in it like that. Know that yours will be a little bit taller. So let me show you this working with some dreads. The J2 only takes a couple minutes to heat up and it's ready to go. So this, we're just going to direct the steam down onto our dread. If you like a dread with a little bit of a twist to it, you're just going to twist it before you hit it with the steam. And the thing that you're gonna watch for is when you put the steam to it, that your dread relaxes. So you can see the fiber twist up even tighter. That means that the steam has penetrated all the way to the core of your dread. Once this cools, that shape will set like that, and then you're just gonna continue working down your dread. So I'm gonna twist up a little bit more. Normally I would set this down, twist up with both hands, and then go back to grabbing my steamer. But as you can see, it just goes right through to the core. Be careful if you go too low, this directional steam will scorch your fingertips, so just watch it. But as you can see, that's all it takes, and you are set. So let's take a look at the J4000 model. This model has the tank built into the base. This makes it a little bit trickier to fill, as you'll need to use a funnel and then fill it with water from a pitcher or some other way, because getting it into your sink is a little bit tricky. It also has a preheat function on it for the large capacity tank. This is gonna heat all of your water at once, and then when you're ready to steam it, you turn it to the steam function. So having all of your water heated at once is going to make for a much more continuous flow of steam. So let's take a look at what that looks like in use. The main thing that you're looking for in any steamer situation with your dreads is to relax the fiber. So what that looks like, if you just point the nozzle at the dread itself, you'll just watch it relax. That fiber is now completely pliable where it was stiff before. So if you like straight dreads, you're just going to steam straight into it, and that's going to relax that fiber and make it very pliable versus being kind of stiff and not moving. If you like it with that twist in it, so the steam is now going to hit it, and bam, it's relaxed. The thing that I like about the 4000 is it has a much more precise flow of steam, and it's not quite as sputtery as the J2 models. Just continue steaming, and boom, your dreads are gonna be done. Selecting the right steamer will make your dreads go faster and you'll get the results that you want.